Hey, Influence here. Today I have MB06C version 2 of Power Baser, which is Fans Hobbies version of Power Master Prime. He has a bunch of accessories. All the accessories are on him. So he has these guns right here that are already put on. It comes in truck mode. This is why I am doing it in this mode first.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
So I'm gonna let you see the truck. You got the guns here. They can swivel. You can see they have guns here. You can put these on the sides. The giant guns here on the top. His Power Master is here, and we'll go over that. But you can have it here, but you can also put it here if you don't like it in the front to store. And it just stores here. I can't say easily, but because it's hard, you gotta get the arms exactly close together, and there's nowhere in there that makes them be together. And there we go. Have it stored there if you like. If you don't want it here, pretty much it. So we'll take off these guns, take off these top guns, and show some of the features of the guns, which are the only accessories in this. So we'll get into accessories. Let's move him off to the side there. And the first accessory, of course, is the box. It's an okay box. It's a thin box, a smaller box, because it does come in truck mode. I'm sure that's why they did it, so they could save on shipping, packaging. Then on the back, you got some real-time shots. It does turn into the base mode. You got the robot mode, the regular base robot mode, and then you have the combined mode, as they call it. That's it. This gun right here, pretty nice. Looks like a seat for the Power Master. It's not really, but it is. And then you have these guns here, the big guns. This can go into the big robot, but also you can take this apart and pull this out like this, and then the base robot mode can hold this gun and have it as, as its main gun. So that's cool that they included that. And of course you fold the handle up to put it into the truck. Then you have his Power Master here. You can see it, quite easy to transform. Just pull his legs down, move them over, pull them down, move it over, and then you can move his arms wherever you want. Nice Power Master though, nice. These are always nice. Fans Hobby always does a good job with these. So there's that. Truck mode has this thing here that swivels best as possible. It's not the greatest fit. It does fit over top of these two pegs there, and you can get it to work, but you have to be careful. But like I said, you can get it to work. It does move. It hits stuff back here though, when you're trying to move it. But you can move it carefully and figure it out. But you can see this is the base truck, and I do like it. It looks pretty nice. Feels good. It feels fan hobbyish. When you get to the combined mode, some stuff is a little wonky. We'll get there. And you have this, the exoskeleton and the base mode. So we'll get into base mode. I'm going to transform this guy first, and then we'll transform the base into base mode, and then we'll show both. So this guy is really easy to transform. Unpeg that, unpeg this. His arms, this right here is an overlap peg. You can see that there is a little stress marks on there, and there are stress marks on other pieces. So we'll see what happens there. I kind of move these legs because this thing is together and pegged in on the side. Now you can move the legs down. You have this right here. You can pull it down, move this over, move this over. You can flip this down here like this. You just gotta get it right because it's like a double hinge, but it's, you know, you gotta have it folded correctly in order to peg that peg in on the side. This right here is why the leg's not coming up. Push that down, move this up, and then you push this down and it clamps on there. Move that, it locks, then it clamps on there. Move that up, then move this foot down and out, and then that just goes there and sits there. Move this foot down, that just sits there, and then this moves up just a tad bit, just to give it a little better proportion in robot mode. Also, get the heel spur out, move that out, and pull this heel spur out. Pull this heel spur out. Now he has heel spurs. Now for the upper body, right here, just get this out because you want to prepare to have this out here like this. You move it down. Again, over here, you kind of push this, poke this out, move it around and down. There you go. This right here, you can move these wheels up. They go up like that, and then they go kind of in. You can kind of push them down like that, and then it accordions up into there. Same thing here. Push this wheel up, and it kind of all went up in there on its own. Now you can move this down, move his head up. Open, you can push this down in here and it'll come down, and you can move this and connect it there. Put his head back on if you snatched it off. Then you just move these arms around here and they clip on the ends here. Clip on the ends. This should be down like this. And this should be down like that on this hinge. And that should be, get his feet right. If you get his feet right, he can stand up better. Doesn't stand up great if you don't have his feet correct. And then here, this part, you just pull these down here, spin this around. Again, pull this down here, spin this around. You can move that down, and then get his hands out. And here's the base Optimus. You can see his face. I think it's nice. I don't have really a frame of reference because I'm not super connected to this Optimus Prime, but it is Optimus, so that's why I got it. But you can see it there. If you're super connected to it, you can tell me. No, I do like the way he looks. You can put the guns in his hand, like I said. Move that down, pull that. And it has a rail system. I do like the rail system. I wish more would adopt the rail system. I'm not sure, as long as it's good, because I think Maki Toys had, their headmasters had the rail system that didn't work. But then you can do both. But this rail system works very well, might I add. So there he is. Then he has his Power Master here. And let's compare him. HMS Juniors for a comparison. Here's some more of their figures in the same continuity, I believe. And there we go. And I'll compare these figures as well with the bigger robot combined mode and some of Overlord's people right here. So here's what they look like together or compared. Really nice. I really like these little guys. I think Fans Hobbies does a great job with them. And I think I want some of the teams that combine to form shields and stuff. Go through his articulation, pull these guns off. Power Master's articulation is normal, probably as usual with the other Power Masters. You can move his head, but it's kind of hard because it has the back plate. But you can do it. It moves. his arm goes up about that high, and it can get up maybe like that. It hits the back plate again. He does have an elbow, but it's not 90 degrees. I don't know what you expect with these guys. There's no waist, but he can independently he has the, not independently, he has ball joints for the hips, so he can get the hip movement like that, and he can go like that with the knee, and there's no foot pivot, but his knee does bend a little forward, so you can get the leg a little more forward, and it helps with standing him up by itself. So there's that. Articulation here. Of course, his head moves 360. It's on a ball joint, so he does get a little side to side. He gets up like that. He gets down like that. It's not bad. His arm goes up all the way. Well, not all the way. Goes up about that much. Around on ratchet, it goes all the way. He has a bicep swivel here. He has double jointed elbows that get the full run. He has a waist bend. Also a spin that gets you the full thing. No teapots. He has skirts that kind of get out the, well, they get out the way. They can move this way and that way. And you can get them out, way out the way too, if you want to tuck them. But getting them out like this gets you full hurdles. So he's doing the hurdles, splits, and it's ratchets. Does the full splits. It's not super hard ratchets, but they're fine. Up here, he has his swivel. His knees do feel weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a light plastic here. But he gets 90 degrees on the knee. The ratchet is weird kind of feeling. Then feet, you get a full rocker on there. And you can go down like that. And the heel spur does move a little bit on its own. So there you go. I just need a spudger. Get that piece out. Then you can get this out here. And you got this here. Both sides like that. And then you have this here. You want to push this out. Push this like this. Then this right here. Move this up like that. And move it back. Go, turn it around. We're in the back now. Then you want to pull this down here like this. Fold this up like this. And then as you're folding up, you want to fold this in. And it clips onto here like that. And like that. Move this around. You can move this out like this in order to get these arms out. Also, this stuff right here, I might have not put it back right. I probably didn't. And it'll come apart, and you just want to move it up. Then move this like this. Move these back in so you can get them down. And this plugs into here, I think. Not I think it does, but I was trying to figure out how. It might just sit here. I thought it was a plug somewhere. So you can move the head back. Come in the back. This should be on here. So you want to move this, flip this around. You can flip this around and push it in there. This right here, move this out. Wait, it's not an over under. You can move this. It plugs into the side. I thought it was an over under right here, but it plugs into the side. Then you can move that down like that. You can pull these down until you hear it click. Now what you do, you kind of get the hip skirts out of here. I have them up already, so you can see. Then just move these up and bend this like this. Move these up here and bend this out like that. Just bend the legs like this and swing these out here like this. Again, swing these out like this. You know, base modes are wildin'. So I'm just gonna show you without that, and it's basically this, but without those things. So you can move these up, little blocking pads, I guess. And then right here, these are tabbed in. So you just want to untab them, move them out. You're supposed to move them around like this. It doesn't feel great, but it works, I guess. Then move it out there. And I believe you can move this in. Again, over here, you just move this out, move it around, flip this around, move it back, and push that in there. It's supposed to be like that. I think that's how the instructions have them. But it's cool. I leave it like this because then it's prepared for the other mode, which is the main mode. Basically, you move this up, and then you can put the weapons on him or on the base. So you can sacrifice. You can separate the weapons, which I already have them separated. And in the manual, this, I think in the directions, this goes here. And you can put these up here. You can also move this back down, and there's this right here that you can put up here. I like it up here because it's more stronger than this up there. And you put them here. Like that. They go there. And then you can, if you want, you can take the this and put them over here, I believe. Or maybe, let me see, maybe here. For some reason, I thought I did it before. I thought I put this somewhere down here, but it's not working. So let's do it the original way. And there you go. With the base mode. And Optimus manning the base mode. Now we're going to get this into the combined mode. Just start taking the weapons off if you haven't done so. Move this right. Take them off. Take these off. Take these off. You can just fold this back down, fold this back like this, fold it back down, fold it back, just so the legs are ready. And this is the 2.0. I don't think I did mention it in the beginning, but I think what's different, I'm not sure, the thighs maybe. I think the hands are different, and this part bends. I believe this part bends. We shall see. So I did it a couple times, but I think that part bends. So we'll see. We'll see. Now you want to move this. If you haven't done it, it's where it should be for me, but I don't know how you had it. Maybe you had it a different way. So I wouldn't worry about it. But then you can move this down like that. Move that down and fold this over. There we go, like that. Same here. You want to fold this over, move this down all the way, snap it in place, and then fold this over, and this should snap with a peg right there. So the feet are easy. Just slide this forward and then move this out and down like this. And then you can fold this foot kind of out and down So there's a little space in between there. And then this right here, this whole section will move down. So you can move it down, and let me see if this goes any further. Yeah, the toe should be above this, but you can move this down almost to like right there. It does go far, but then it starts pushing the toe down. So I don't understand it. So just, again, move this down, make it go in the toe. But don't have it where it's pushing all the way. So if you can understand that. Move this. Oh, wait. I didn't even move that part up. This part right here, sometimes it moves up on its own, so I forget. But just make sure that is moved up. Make sure it's moved up on the other side. It is not. That's why it was looking weird to me. Move. Oh, no. It is moved up. What am I doing? What am I talking about? So, yeah, it's moved up. It moved up on its own. So, again, move that forward. Kind of get this out of here as much as possible. And move this down. It's like the heel spur, and I mean the foot. Then you move that down to there, and here you are. Then you can move this down. It's pretty intuitive what you need to do. Then you can move the arms, get the arms or the hands out, I should say. I have to move the camera up in a minute. I'll adjust it. Like I said, I think the hands are different for 2.0. I couldn't find definitive answers. So move that down, move this out, move this all the way up, and then undo these sides for now. Move that back. And this is what you have. Mode. Put his hands in. This is the easiest part, always. Basically going back to truck mode. Turn this around, move this up, move this back here and snap it together. Get over here, move that up, turn this around and move that up. Move this up right here on this joint. That's already goes up there when you grab it and push it back. Then you want to move the arms out. Move the arms out like this. Pull this down. Flip his head down and then flip this panel up. Goes to the top. There you go. Then you want to move this around and clip this in here. Is at the top. It's the over under. And there you are. You have that like this. Now what you want to do is get these back in to here like that. Move this around, move this, flip that down. Then you turn this around like this and open up this, open up this. Now you want to move this whole thing up, kind of like that, to where you can move these legs. Now this space here is going to encapsulate this arm. It's just going to kind of sit in here. And then this right here should clip onto here. It's easier said than done. But let's see. Also, be careful the stack gets in the way. And also the stack has to be on this little piece right there. So I'll kind of get that in there like that. And you can see it's not all the way back. When it's all the way where it should be, you get it like this. And this clamp down. And you should be good. You can move this in because it doesn't need to be out on the toe. Then on this side, you kind of do the same thing. Like I said, it's super, well, I don't know if I said it, but it's super like fiddly. Then you can kind of put these together, and you see when you start moving stuff around, it unhinged this, so then it's not going to fit right. So now you got to put this back in. Make sure you just got to be careful. See how everything's just falling or coming apart, and man, yeah, this is the only part I hate, is trying to get this thing together. Which once you get it together, yeah, it's fine once you get it on there correctly. And I can't understand why this keeps... I think it came off again, but I'm not fooling with it. Then you can get these together. Try to anyway. And there you go. Those are like this. Now what you're going to need to do is place this in here. There's a rail system that is going to slide down. Yes, it's a rails in here. I don't know if you can see it on both sides. That this clamps down on. There's a nub here and a nub on this side that it goes down, and you put this heel spurt in just to be thorough. But this is where you try to get these pieces in on each side. It can get difficult, can be hard, and it makes a liar out of me. It goes straight in, and his crotch tabs. It has like a little tab. It doesn't tab on tight, but it tabs. So that's all the way down now. And then you can move these in. They don't tab anywhere, but they kind of like go in, and you can see where it goes. Gives it like that finished look. And now you have this. You got to move this up, move this armature in between the feet. On the outside, so you can have them like that, and then this tab in there, and this a tab in here, and kind of keep all that together. And now you got this. You can kind of get this back together how it should be. Then you have the head that you can clamp on here. These two tabs goes in there. Then you can turn it around, and I think we are done. So you know, you just put these guns together like this, and he has a rail system as well in his hands, so that's great because it works very well. So you can put them there, get the other one so he can hold these guns. Put the back part in if you used it for the other gun. Then you can bring these in, and you can also put these on the side of his arms if you want for extra strength. And last but not least, we have this little guy. Move him over, do like that, and then you can place him here if you so desire. And now he's all armored up, or weaponed up, I should say. And again, let's compare the big boy to a couple bots. So we got Overlord here. See how much bigger Overlord is. And we got a couple HMS Juniors figures that you may see with him. And something else I didn't say in the beginning, he does have translucent eyes because he has a light up feature that I don't have installed. Not sure what batteries it takes, but you can switch that out because right now the eyes are painted, and I think that's great looking. Here we are. Head sculpt is nice. You do articulation. He can move all the way around. He can go up that far. He can go down like that, and he can go side to side. He has really soft ratchets in the arm that go 360. Then he can take these guns off. If the guns are off, he can use this to get up. But let me see if it might be better if you just use this. Well, no, if you use both, you get them up all the way. So there's that. He has bicep swivel, and he has a, take the gun out, and he has a double jointed arm that gets you the full run. Fingers wise, hands, each finger is articulated fully, and you have a thumb on a ball joint and hinge articulation. So that's good, and the hand spins around, doesn't go in and out. Waist, I wouldn't expect much from this guy just because of all this stuff, but if you get the skirts up, you can get a swivel. You don't get an ab crunch or anything, I don't think. No, his thighs feel a little weak. The thigh, it's like some movement. If you see this, just to tell you, like, it's no ratchet or nothing. It's just a big space in there, I guess, because there are ratchets. Like, it's a ratchet, but I guess it's a big spaced ratchet, so that's not ideal. But again, move this up. He has these little side skirts that hardly move, but he can get the full splits. There's that. And let me see if he can get the hurdles. Nah, he ain't hurdling nothing, but close enough for a bot this big. It's a big chunky boy. And then you have a double jointed knee that gets you 90, more than 90, but it's so much stuff, it's so big that it doesn't get you more than 90, if you understand that. Then you have this, and you can move this down, and if you clear this, you can get a decent rocker for this. And he has a heel spur that can move like this up and down, and that's about it. Let me show the back. You can see the humongous backpack, but I don't think it'd bother anybody that's in on this because it's just what it was from stuff that I've seen. You can get this a little bit better, like a little bit straighter, a little bit neater back here, so it don't, even though it's just feet, you can tell it's feet, but from the front it looks better if it's neat back there. So thanks for watching this review. I hope it brought you some type of enjoyment or entertainment or knowledge of this figure, and I will get up with you in another video. Peace.
You know, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.